I'm Karen Westcamp Johnson, Regional Educator for the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. And kayaking is one of my favorite pastimes. Recreational paddling, like kayaking, is a quick-growing sport. So we, with the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, would like to go over some safety skills that'll keep you safe when you're out on the water. The intent of this video is to not put yourself in a dangerous scenario. Instead, we want to provide information to help you avoid and get out of a life and death situation. The main safety concern when paddling is a strainer. So I'm going to demonstrate how to avoid getting stuck in a strainer, and then in the absolute worst case scenario you do get stuck on a strainer, how to get out safely. So what is a strainer? A strainer is a submerged object under the water. It allows water to go through, around, and over, but objects like you and your boat are going to get stuck against it. And this is a huge safety concern and can be a dangerous situation. So what do you do if you're paddling along the river and we see a strainer ahead? Make sure you have your life jacket on and it's fastened properly. Avoid the strainer if at all possible. Sometimes the current is going to pull you toward it, and if so, use your aggressive paddling techniques in order to stay away. So it's best to avoid the strainer, but in some cases you're still going to get pulled up against it. If that happens, use your hand or your paddle to push yourself off the strainer and maneuver around it. However, oftentimes you're still going to fall out of your boat when you're pushed up against a strainer. If this happens, get the boat away from you. Don't try to fight against the current by pushing off of the strainer, but instead we recommend trying to climb up and over to the downstream side where you can float to safety. Because you can't see underneath the strainer, try not to go underneath because there's rocks and there's limbs and there's roots that you can get tangled in. So again, the best is to avoid the strainer, and if you can't, try to go up and over to safety. So from all of us here at the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, we want you to stay safe and enjoy the great outdoors.